Halo, Profesor Kauri.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. So, how is the weather in Makassar?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. And thank you very much for joining for this conference, and thank you very much for your smart student. How are you to me? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes. He's now our young lecturer in our department. Okay.
Very nice, very nice.
Yes, and thank you very much. And we just waiting for the parallelization. After parallelization, I just continue for the keynote speaker. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we will start the keynote session of the conference. The next session of the conference will be moderating by Mr. Haritsmi Abdul Ahmad, SSE Master of Engineering. He is a lecturer from the Mathematics Department, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences of Universitas Negeri Makassar. In this session, we will have two outstanding academics as keynote speakers. The first, Professor Kaori Yoshida from Kyushu Institute of Technology, Japan, and Associate Professor Fajar Arwadi from Universitas Negeri Makassar, Indonesia. So, without further ado, I would like to hand over the session to the moderator.
Thank you for the opportunity given to me. So today, such an honor to me to moderate this keynote session. So thank you very much. Good morning, Professor Kaori Yoshida, and good morning to all of the participants and all of the audience. Thank you very much for coming and joining us in this online session. How are you, Professor?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's better to share the slides at first, or?
Yes, you can show us your slide first. Okay, so maybe I need to introduce you first.
Okay.
Is it okay? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here is our first keynote speaker. Maybe as you know, Professor Kaori Yoshida is my previous professor or supervisor in my master degree in Kyushu Institute of Technology. She is an expert in human-friendly information system design and also Kansei information systems. So please, if you're ready, please go ahead. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for introduction. It's nice to see you guys again. I'm really
Yes,
waiting for coming back again as a doctor's course student in my lab.
yes, I prepare it.
Okay, thank you for inviting me to the conference. Selamat pagi. Today
Selamat pagi.
today I'm talking about the human-friendly information system design. So I'm working in the Kyushu Institute of Technology. We have three campuses. So we have the main two campuses, only, three campuses, all of them is graduate school. And the two campuses are together with undergraduate and the graduate school. So in the case staying our lab for 2.5 years as an excellent student. So, and then I'm also a member of the Research Center of the Social Implementation for the Future Robotics, and then also the Center for Care XDX. XDX means it's the experience design, and the DX means it's some digital transformation, digitalized in the real world to the virtual world as well. So I'm also working on the robotics and the social science, and then also do some caregiver support or something like that. So at first, I would like to introduce my department as well. So our department is a department of the Human Intelligent System. So another photo is showing together with a robot, but I'm not working on the robot itself. It's just used as a tool. It's like a companion of the human science, human societies. So maybe in the near future in the Makassar as well. So there's so many innovative things in the happen. So soon as we will have some society together with working with a robot or some other computer systems as well. So and the whole audience is working on some mathematics research I heard. So at last is I would like to say, but at first is also I would like to state mathematics is very important for the all kinds of the computer science itself. It's not only the word in the mathematics. there's also the applied science and then also the applied to the engineering field as well. So now is you just working on some mathematics theory or some calculus or something, but in the same times, please imagine it's such kind of theory or some fundamental things can apply to the engineering field. It's a very important issue because I think the mathematics is never distinct in the future as well. So that's why it's really all of you is enjoy the mathematics research and academics in your future itself. So, and then shortly, I also introduce about my university itself as well. Here is a short movie. Yeah, I stop up here. So we have many foreign students as well. So basically from Asian country. And then a little bit shocking data is appeared at last of the short movie, but we have not so many female students in even the faculty members as well. So I'm always really happy to give a talk in Indonesia. There's so many female researchers and the faculty members as well. So I really envy you actually. So and then we also waiting about in some not only the future students, is also we are expecting about the research collaborations as well. So this one is I skip a bit. If we have a time at last, I want to show you the promotion movie of our department, but now I want to skip now. So today I will talk about in the human-computer interaction and also human-friendly system. So our lab is working on not only the human-computer interaction, is working on some cognitive psychology and also the computational intelligence as well. So basically, and all of them is computer science and also the advanced science itself as well. So there's one illustration. It's actually, so yesterday was our open campus. So many students is visiting us and then show this illustration to explain our lab activities. So what do you see in the illustration? So there's one robot, enjoy or watching the paintings, music, and then sing something. But our love is not only the thinking. So we also want to know how feel or how understand and then how intuitive or something. So and then in the future is our lab is thinking about this kind of not only robot in any kind of computer system around us as well to understand our feeling or we can't say sometimes, but what we want, what we like. So if they understand us and the more fluently we can communicate in the future. So that one is our lab activities future. So at first I have to talk about what is a human-computer interaction. So computer we have now is in front of us in your hand. So many kinds of computer we have, even your smartphone itself is also a kind of computer. So human-computer interaction, it means it's human. Here is a definition of the human-computer interaction. So there's in the word there is a research group is special interest group of computer-human interaction as well. So they stated what is human-computer interaction. So they said like this: the interactive computing system for human use. So it means it's not only in this moment, computer is not only to show a kind of calculation result to us, not like that. So we communicate with computer. or with through the computer, we communicate with the other people. The next slide I will show you. So we are working. This is, sorry, very old, big desktop in front of you. But in this moment, this old computer is in your hand. Sometimes maybe in the future, it's possible to put into your neck or something. It's also possible. So now as we are working on a computer or some smartphone, they exchange some information between human and the computer. This is very typical, human and computer. We request some retrieval and the computer system and in internet as well to answer to you the some retrieval result. Okay, what time is it now in Makassar? What time? Last night actually, I made sure to the kites is really exactly 1 hour differences in between us. So such kind of thing is we also can ask it to like Alexa or something or computer. So just show them. But in these years, is of course you're already familiar with the computer system itself as well. So it means it's exchange information between people through the computer networks. It's not only the some ask to the computer and the computer checking something and to answer to you. Not only this. So we use a computer or smartphone is to connect to your friends or teachers or in the world as well. So it means it's human computer interaction is now is a little bit much more wide meaning. Not only the human and the computer. We use computer. Through the computer, we communicate with the other people as well. So today is we are working on a Zoom. It's also possible to communicate each other. So more than 100 people joining to my talk now. So that one is we communicate through the computer. So then for such kind of thing is what we need to do. So there is a 3 steps. The first one is we need to understand who we are, what we are doing. So to investigate, understand user characteristics. What kind of things we want now? Or what kind of things we are looking for now? And the second one, in the user modeling. So that one is analyze to what kind of we have some user characteristics. We need to calculate because we use a computer. Is a computer cannot understand yet our feelings or our language as well. So now as you see in the generative AI or something is many kind of AI system. Today also I think in the Zoom memorize what I talk and then also they summarize today's talk summary and then to drop you later on. So it means is they understand what I talk. So 10 years before it's a little bit hard. So natural language processing word is not so perfect. But in this moment, as in many kind of AI, it can understand what we talk, what we writing, what we teaching, for example. So such kind of thing is now is possible. But not only for that, what we are thinking, what we want to do. So we wanted to analyze. So depend on our interaction or some our reaction or something, and then to calculate in a computer. So, and at first, as I said, this mathematics is very important because to using a computer to analyze something, calculate something, we need to all information to be numbers. So that's why. So analyze the data and the user modeling is based on any kind of mathematics modeling now. So very important. And the third one, so user adapting. So this one is now as we ask something to the calculator or some computer, Google, anything, we ask them, most case is the answer is unite answer because only one answer. We want to know is, I want to know, you want to know, she want to know. So that one is maybe the demand is different. So it means is the computer will adjust or adapting to the users to what kind of answer they want. So such kind of thing is a human-computer interaction 3 steps. At first, we need to understand what we want. And then user modeling is to materialize in the computer system. And at last, it's computer itself is want to adapt to us. So that one is a very important cycle to the 3 steps. So firstly, so user understanding, how to understand users. User means is some person using a computer now is user. So at first is we wanted to collect a data. There's a data collection I wrote. And at the same time, in the feature extraction, it means is, for example, we type the keyword of the retrieval on some window. So such case is the computer will feature extraction. It means what kind of character user typed or something. It's also the feature extraction, but a little bit more rich one as well. For example, we upload a photo and what kind of object appear in the photo. That one is also feature extraction. So in the user understanding, in the first step is usually so we collect the data. Mhm. And then also thinking about the concept of the psychology or cognitive science and sometimes human sociology. The human sociology is not my major, of course. I'm computer scientist, so that's why it's not. But working on the worldwide, it's very important concept because if we upload a photo in a meaning or some feeling of coming from that image or something, it's completely different. Sometimes it's strongly affected by our culture. So that's why is we also need to know human sociology as well. On the contrary, in feature extraction part, that one is more familiar with you, I think, because image processing and the media engineering, computational theory is much more closer to the mathematics. So such kind of thing is in the computer science class is maybe you will know is how to describe the information in the computer, what is a digit or something. It's not only the writing a paper and handwritten the digit as well, so it's also the represent in the computer as well. And the second step, so this is user modeling. So data analysis is very important part, very important, because we need a kind of mathematical model to calculate in the computer of the human behavior or some human understanding. So there's so many kinds of the mathematics divisions as well. Statistics probability is very strong too to materialize as some user modeling. Algebra geometry is also possible because we reflect some phenomenon or something to in the computer. So also we very often to use multivariate analysis as well because we collecting the data and to analyze it, what it is. So that's why is many mathematical tools appeared here. And then next one is in user modeling is we can modelize our human activities or something or human characteristics in this mathematical modeling. So next step is the system design. So that's why I wrote it today. It's a system design in the title. So system design is there's also many meanings like mathematics. So system engineering, computer engineering, and these years is very important artificial intelligence as well. So AI is now is very strong too because they collected the bunch of the data without any thinking because in the collecting all data all over the world on the computer system. So that's why there is a so huge number of the data in behind. So that's why now we can use AI is very useful because we don't need to go to the library to check something, some language or something because we ask to the AI. So what to say in a good morning in Indonesian. Yeah, at last, in the engineering field is user adaptation. This one is very advanced in the computer science. User-friendly information system design is at first is we need to who using the system now. So now is for example in a smartphone in your hand. That one is even that if you wanted to use some service, information service, retrieval, phone call, check something and upload something. So that one is most cases you need to enter the ID and password or something. So there is also some security reason and privacy reason as well. There is so many techniques in behind. At the same time, the application itself is also, and the information retrieval recommendation system and the network design itself is today is I don't talk so much, but there's application is provided by the internet company as well. So that one is we wanted to use the application sometimes only to us as well. So such case is the user modeling is a very strong, powerful tool to adjust to the person. So until now, is that one is really just a story. So that's why it's a little bit harder to imagine what it is. So that's why today I want to talk about some examples. So today's talk, I'm not sure you remember or not. The title including human friendly. What is human-friendly? Sometimes in the textbook said user-friendly. It's also mostly same meaning. User-friendly, human-friendly is mostly same meaning because in who using the information system. So what is human-friendly? I'm not sure you know or not, but a worldwide well-known person and Dr. Don Norman is very famous as a design of everyday things as well. This one is a kind of Bible of some human-computer interaction or some human-friendly system itself. So human-friendly means there is 3 important issues. Of course, easy to use. Difficult to use is not human friendly. For example, the more easier example is, for example, there is a remote control of the TV, for example. That why there is so many buttons there. Where is the power button? Easy to use, intuitive use, comfortable to use. Comfortable to use is a little bit more higher decision, but easy to use, intuitive use. You wanted to turn on TV. Which button you have to place on the remote control? So most case is the power button is colorized on the remote control, yellow or red or orange or green or something. Power on, power off is most important for the electronic systems. So that's why there is very important to think about the interface itself as well. Okay, so the third one is comfortable to use. It's also very important because this one is if it's not comfortable, humans stop to use it. Actually, so for example, we bought a new electricity, for example, so that one is new smartphone I bought. So hard to use, not comfortable to use, is people stop to use. So that's why it's a human-friendly system. It's the many purpose. Of course, makes human to use easier, intuitive, and then also the comfortable is also very important issue. So then how to design? So I said this is just human-friendly system design on the title, but how to design is hard. It's very hard. If it's very easy, I don't need to talk like this here. So it's very hard. So, and then more key word is user-centric design. Sometimes user-centered designs also appear in a textbook as well on the internet. So user-centric design is required empathy because in a computer system itself, please use us and to approach to human, a kind of. So understanding of what user truly need or feel. And the second point is observe is what kind of thing is the person doing now. Then we want to know what really user want now. And the third one is might be bunch of the data is can show us after analysis there is some patterns or some trends. This person is using this button always at first like that. So we just not only the just count, maybe sometimes we need analysis by the mathematical modeling or something, and then to update a system design. So this kind of thing is how to design human-friendly systems, how to design. Okay, today I will talk in already past research results, but there is 2 examples I want to show you. So both of them is design. So first one is progress bar design to understand what user feel based on the cognitive psychological test, and then consideration of time evaluation. A little bit talk later. And the second example is font design. Font, maybe you know font because typing on a PowerPoint is maybe sometimes in important part is you change to the Gothic or something, or a little bit bold font. I also did in the title is a little bit bold. So that one is font design. Font means it's the, just say, shape of the characters or so. So, and then this kind of thing, it's a little bit kind of art application, but there is also the soft computing method is without hand drawing. So 2 examples I want to show you today. So first one is progress bar design. I hope all of you knows about progress bar. This is progress bar. For example, you download a new software, upgrading computer OS, or waiting some some new game to download to your computer or something. So such cases, there is some progress bar. How many percentage finished to your download or something, or upgrade or so. So this is progress bar. How many people knows the progress bar from the left to right to be complete? How many seconds passed? We just waiting. So this is time evaluation. Time evaluation means how many seconds, how many minutes we are waiting now, and then it's long or short or shorter than we thought, like that. So that one is time evaluation. So we think about the progress patterns to change to how to practice the bar itself as well. For example, the left top, so that one is continuously same speed. And x-axis is how many seconds passed. And then y-axis is there's how many percent completed. It means it's 5 seconds, around 15% finished. Okay, until 30 seconds is 100% complete. It means is continuously, constantly to bar progress. This one is very easy to understand. So how about the second one? And the second example, that one is orange bar. At first, it's very short time, is very much progress. It means it's, and then 10 seconds later, a little bit slower. It means it's very often happen, maybe you know. And the third one, the green line as well, the continuously to progress and a little bit slower, but going to 100%. This one is also very often happen, progress, stop, a bit, a stop, a bit more and stop. It's also, that one is progress, and then this one is stop because in time passed, but no progress, like this. And this one is at first nothing happened, and then not to happen, nothing happened, but at last is to progress, really, at last only. And the sixth one, so this one is a bit at first is changing and then stop for a while and then move again, like this. So we did, oh, sorry, that was answer appeared. So there is a 6 example, 6 options. Which one the human feel most short? So there is a 30 seconds example. Maybe this one is only the 5 seconds or 10 seconds or so. So we made the really controlled, so how progress the bar. So this is a kind of progress stop, progress stop, progress stop. So which one feel most fast? Oh, I didn't think so much waiting for 30 seconds or so. Maybe 10 seconds to finish or something. So that one is, what do you think? So sorry, I already showed the answer here. As a result, because we did some psychological test of the 30, 40 students together, and then to show, of course, a little bit randomized order, and then which one the feel fast progress subjectively, because each person is different subjective reactions. So there is a 2 examples, 2 options. Keep progressing all the time. It means it's constantly to move. This is really typical because just smoothly, and we can expect when it's finished. So that one is very comfortable for us. But the second one is also, some students is really feel happy because at last it's very speed up, really speed up at last. So most annoying, of course, it's opposite from this, but the most annoying, of course, this one. At first it's go smoothly, but last moment, this last 5 seconds or some 5% or something is never finished. So that one is very annoying. This one is very, nearly 100% people agree with me. So this might happen. And then at the times, why is we thinking about the human Frederick system design also? Because at the time, I was working together with internet infrastructure people together. So they can control which network to send a packet or so. So that's why it's this way, this way. This one is very traffic was really dense or something. You are driving a car as well, so this part is traffic jam there. So we use this way or so. But unfortunately, we have to taking it this way sometimes. But such case, in this research result, is we can show the user a little bit more comfortable. Even real network situation is really traffic jam. But no problem, your progress is really smoothly going like that. So that one is a kind of cheating the users, but it's also possible to make human happy. So this is a result of the first example. So actually, so we also working together with some shape of the progress bar as well. We're trying it too. So not only the bar. So even bar is also short, long, thick, or sometimes ring shape, half ring shape, thick ring shape or something. So this kind of thing is also a kind of the psychological test we did. And then long bar, the bar type, the thickness is sometimes also influenced to the subjective speed itself as well. And then at last is that one is the most still now is I'm wonder about this result, but the shape of like this quarter link is feel shorter. But at last is we noted because thickness is not so affected to the progress until last 100%. But the link is really length of the link curve is completely different because this one is quarter of the link. It means it's already quarter size. So it means it's possible to finish faster, feel faster. It's also possible. This one is unfortunately not that materialized in this computer system itself as well, but sometimes you saw, and the to waiting time, there is sometimes thunder clock or something in the spinning some circle or something, and the bubble or something. It's the designer is really fighting with the people makes comfortable. So that one is also the one experimental result I wanted to show today. The second example is a font design. So this is not the time evaluation anymore. So this one is the shape of the font. So font design itself, we are really hard to do that because we are not a font designer. So that's why we made a system itself, computer system itself, to support to some user wanted to making a new font design. So actually, this one is several researchers is also follow us, and then also the materialize on the smartphone application as well. But this time is sorry in the 2010 is the more than 10 years before, and then. What it is, I wanted to show at first because in behind, I said soft computing method in behind. So we materialized, so genetic algorithm, interactive genetic algorithm in behind. So what to do? So this interface shows some the first generation's font. So I type, actually this is QTech, I typed, and then two systems show the 8 options. So there's so many options, something like that. This is just ignore now. So this one is, okay, so I want to making a new font, but I'm not a designer. And then also in the goal, what kind of font I wanted to make, how to describe. For example, if I can describe, okay, rounded shape, something cute, and pop or something, and such kind of thing is also hard to understand by computer. But this way, anyway, if you want, so just choose 1 or 2 examples from the 6, 8 options. So just to choose, for example, some yellow highlighted one is I selected in the system. Okay, this one I like from this 8 example. And then in behind. So there is a font. Today is not a designer's class, that's why I don't teach everything. But the font itself is there is a constructed by like this, like a stem, bar, serif. Maybe serif you can heard before. Sans serif and the serif is there is some small like mustache or something is some small ended here. It's with serif is serif body, and then sans serif, it means it's non-serif. It means there is like a Gothic bold type. There is no small, what you say, some small like a antenna or something. So like this. And of course, we have to one by one is to do this in the computer system, and actually like this. And then genetic algorithm itself is we also use a chromosome itself is to changing the shape. For example, the straight shape to like a wavy shape or something. So like this is we also designed in advance and then to put into the computer system. So what to do? So there's a font definition itself is we already done before designing the system itself. So there is a, so I showed it like art class. So there is some design itself, and then to we defined which part is how to change the shape or something, which part is which one is retracing the some outline or so. And this one is the first part. And the second part is end user. Someone wanted to make the new font. So font creation part. So this is a interface. At first, I said the type. Oh, sorry, this time is my name. So type my name or some characters, any kind of characters you can type like this. So and the system shows it's already something changed, something modified in advance. So okay, I like this. And then next generation. Okay, this one, I like it. So maybe some of you already noted it's a genetic algorithm. Stronger one, it means it's a picked one. I like it. The picked one is inherit to the next generation. So that's why what we like, just select it without any thinking. Then option is more characteristics the user chose before. For example, I use this one to this. So it means it's the next generation. Maybe you like it, not exactly, but to little bit modified to show them. So at last is we can know in which part was with what kind of change happened. And if we really doing something, is this one is real example is to the users. It's the user making using this system, and then this one is I think it's in the US. Is 100 students is coming to my class, and that one is they use that system online, and then at last is really what we want. I could do. So it means it's maybe for example the ghost is might be some Halloween or something is they made, and then anyway, so they could get the what they want. So that one is a kind of support system, but in behind, so there is some mathematical modeling and then also the software computing method. So these two examples as some human-friendly systems that I showed, but now is we are also ongoing project as well. So guys, you remember? So we're working on hand gesture recognition. That one is much more closer to the human-computer interaction itself, because we want to computer or some robot or some information system want to know us, what we want. So this one is one example. So hand gesture. Hand gesture is not only some good or something or 1, 2, 3 or something. This is also hand gesture, but we focused on so more naturally appeared during we are talking. For example, I'm also doing like this accidentally, but this one is a human people is really doing during we are talking. For example, in the left part, so there is 20 pictures there. That one is one student is recording. So two students is discussing something, some one topic. And then during that is 10 minutes talk or something. So my student is picking what kind of hand gesture appeared in the movie totally in 10 minutes or so. So there is so many kinds of gestures appeared without any we are not intended or something. So not only good, for example, you imagine, so you are chatting with a friend in a cafeteria or so, you not doing yeah good or something, and it's also possible. But that one is you see during the Zoom, I don't remember I switched on the system or so. But in the Zoom is there is a one option you can the Zoom itself is can recognize your gesture, this and this. So for example, this one seems not appeared. You're doing like this, and then to reaction button is appeared like this here around here. So that one is very easy. And then also we found there is some not only accidentally appeared gesture itself, and the same meaning has some multiple gesture. For example, here is this green one, gesture 1 and gesture 2. Both of them, I like it or something. It's good. I like it. You also doing like this as well. And the many gestures. So this one is in experiment. So under this 6 student is a gesture like that. So that one is including guys and the several students is made some experiment to serve the tea, Japanese tea, and what kind of gestures as some show your taste or so. So that one is showing the gestures even I like is, for example, 2 examples here. And not like is also there's 3 kinds of gestures. So this one is so very Japanese. So and then one meaning has a multiple gesture is hard task to solve because only one gesture is okay. It's good. It's in camera taking the shape of the hand and then to thumb is up and then the other is close the fist or so. So that one is even the little bit different direction is in this moment is computer science can solve. So there is some GitHub libraries as well. So it's already provided. And maybe 20 years before it's a little bit hard, but now is we can do maybe like this is good meaning is you can do. But in case in some computer system or some Zoom itself as well, okay, I like it, but in Zoom cannot understand what it is. So it means is we say our intention, so what we want to say or what we feel or so, and then appeared as a behavior. So and one of them is hand gesture. So that's why is we focus on like this in one meaning but multiple gesture. So I mentioned about in the human computer interaction. So at the time is there is some our culture is also should know about that because so even this gesture as well sometimes different meaning in the other culture in the other world in the other countries as well. So we have to be careful about that. So in this moment we are working collecting the data and just before Kais left our lab, is at the time it's a bunch of data he left. So that's why we're still cleaning up. And then we needed to do some ground truth data set and putting it together and then talking about in the future research as well. So now this gesture itself is also our good task to thinking about what we want to recognized by computer. This is hand gesture recognition. It's ongoing project in this moment. And if completely a computer can understand what we want to say or something, it's much more maybe the next step of the some human computer interaction possible in the future. So slowly the time is coming. So I wanted to conclude my talk. So today's talk is providing overview of the human-friendly information system design, including human-computer interaction. And its example is to making some time evaluation is to thinking about the progress bar. And the second example was font design also. So both of them is thinking about the human characteristics to materialize in some mathematical modeling and then to input in a computer system. And then two more better or some more happier application. So at last is I want to say again, to mathematics itself is very, very fundamental things, but very important things to the computer science itself and the computer engineering as well. I'm not sure about in the biology or some other human sciences and some space engineering or something, any kind of research itself using a computer. Definitely we need mathematics. So that's why please study hard and then to apply to the engineering field. Really thank you about that. So I want to conclude my talk today. Thank you for joining. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Professor. So thank you for your very insightful presentation. And 1 year later, you still bring me back into the classes. So your topic is very, very insightful for me. I really enjoyed to hear that again and again. Thank you so much. So probably entering the 10 minutes the Q&A session. Maybe from the participant there is any question. If you have any question, please raise your hand, or you can put it into the comment section or the chat. I will maybe read it for you. Okay. So before me, maybe there is another question. May I have one question? Let's say.
Okay, so someone raise a hand. It's okay.
Ah. Maybe let me check it first. Okay.
Hmm.
Si Nadia Busra, maybe you have one question. Please first introduce yourself and ask your question. Are you ready? Okay, please
Thank
go
you,
ahead.
moderator. Thank you, moderator. My name is Nadia Bosra, and I'm a student from Mathematics Department at Universitas Negeri Makassar. So I want to ask about computational intelligence. Large language models like ChatGPT are used in education, customer service, and writing, but they still face challenges such as hallucination, confident incorrect answer, and bias. My question is, to what extent can we rely on computational intelligence models for decision making or as learning resources when they do not yet fully understand context or factual accuracy?
Okay,
That's my
thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. It's really these days questions. So, and the ChatGPT itself is, of course, we are not developing by ourselves. So that's why it's the cannot collect answer. I'm not sure. But computational intelligence is the key idea is to apply to the such kind of natural language processing world itself as well, because you mentioned about bias or some hallucination. You know why it's happened. Because in the ChatGPT or some such kind of AIs using the really huge number of the data. So, and then we need some huge number of the data to learning to do something like a ChatGPT. So, but that huge number of the data is including our human characteristics differences in between. Even the one gesture as well. Good is also, there is a two gestures as well. For example, we express our, for example, I am happy, for example. Such kind of thing is many kinds of language, many kind of term, and sometimes people using the same time but the different feeling was so. So that's why it's a bunch of the data set is that can be smart. So such kind of people using widespread. So like a common sense. Many people thinking about the same thing. It's maybe possible to really high accuracy in a ChatGPT or something. But our big differences between or bias or such kind of very few people really follow the some fact or something. So such not based on a huge number of the data is really ChatGPT is very weak, and really hard to detect hallucination because I am not a world of the some gamers, for example. I'm not enjoy the game, but my student, including Kais, is really like games. So such kind of group is really small world, but there's a definite fact there. So such thing is between group is we are not sure it's hallucinated or not. So, and then your question is computational intelligence can solve this kind of bias or hallucination because, and then computational intelligence, there is a possible to tackle such kind of problem. Only few people knows the fact or only few people using this term is for this purpose or something. So that's why I'm not sure, I cannot say that accuracy is 90% or something because I never tried that. So, but it's possible. Thank you for the question.
Okay, thank you for the question. Maybe we can move to the next question from Nasrullah.
Okay, Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, my name is Nasrullah, Prof. Kauri, Dr. Kauri. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. You are sharing interesting topic to us in this international conference. Actually, I'm mathematics educator. Yeah, still mathematics as well. And you have said that mathematics is the foundation, even though it is computer science. And if you are talking about cognitive side,
Mhm.
yeah, in mathematics education, we always talk about the cognitive.
Mhm.
And then if we want to make connection with the computational, what do you think about the computational thinking
Mhm.
in computer science and computational thinking in, for example, if you are talking about cognitive for the humans, and if it is, there is connection between them. So what do you think we can monitor cognitive ability of humans by a sequence of cognitive science using computer science? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the question and the comments. It's truly, I totally agree with you. So computational thinking or some cognitive science together with mathematics, it's very good combinations, I believe. Because I talked repeatedly today's talk, so mathematics is really basic, fundamental things to express or some a kind of descript our thinking or even our thought itself as well. There is a two, of course, mainstreams in the computer scientist as well. So one is can do everything in the computer. The other is no, we cannot do everything by computer. It's now is that there is a both world is we are talking together, I think. So and the cognitive science itself is a little bit not stable in this moment, I feeling. So that's why it's together with computational thinking in the cognitive science and the mathematics is really good combinations, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, little bit. So there is a link to collaborate between computational thinking and cognitive ability in order to enhance.
Okay, so
Yeah, yeah. In
so
order to enhance, yeah.
okay, so I think is in my knowledge is a cognitive science or some cognitive like things is not in general. Is they focused on some specific cognitive activities or something. Very famous one is, for example, treatment for the autism kids or so. So such kind of thing, it's a little bit some failure or some mistakes or something in some cognitive activity, and then to support such kind of people is by computational thinking or so. It's very active research groups in the world as well. But in my knowledge is some little bit general cognitive science itself is supporting by the some computational thinking or some mathematics modeling is, I think, still hard in my impression. I'm not sure it's a correct answer to you, but
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Tori.
Okay, thank you very much for all of the question from participants. Maybe my question also belong all of the question in advance, so maybe I think it's enough. Thank you so much from Professor Kaurio Sidap for your.
one comment in the chat, I think.
Okay, sorry, I didn't see it. Oh, it's maybe for the attendance forms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a really difficult question to answer, I think.
Oh, okay. One more question from
Uh-huh.
Dr. Jafaruddin. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Corby. I think it is a very interesting topic, and I just thinking about like this, Professor Corey, that no, this is era of the artificial intelligence, and you have shared before that about you maintenance or maybe develop like a feeling for intelligence feeling, artificial feeling and emotion, I think. And if we watch a movie about robot and artificial intelligence, I think I often worry about the potential negative effect of this. So what do you think about it? This is what is maybe in the future, what kind of the effect of the combination between artificial and artificial intelligence. What do you think about this?
Okay, thank you for the question. Yeah, I'm not sure, and you knows about the situation in China now. In China, it's,
Yes,
there's
yes.
so many robots developed, and then also in the classroom, for example, in the kids, elementary school classroom, in a teacher's desk has a camera, and also the teacher's tablet has all kids, I mean the students, pupils, situations there. If one student seems sleepy, and then immediately that tablet it showed some drill to that kids only. In my impression, it's such kind of word. I'm really sorry. It's not our future. I hope, because it's a kind of dystopia for me. Because in like a monitor, surveyed by the computer system to us, not like that. We are working together with some robot or some computer to our happiness. So not only for that, such kind of some sending a task to the sleepy students. So that is not our future. So and then there is a support to us, and then to using like that. So there's a several systems there. And then for example, in it's a little bit one example. So we are working in some robotics research center in our campus as well. So that one is working in tomato picking, for example. It's such kind of agriculture is really advanced level in this moment. For example, in this is tomato, but the other is like grapes, strawberries, or some things. That one is by robot as well. So this student is working on some working place together with some what should I say, some disability persons. For example, how to walk, how to talk or something. So such kind of support system by computer is makes us happy. So that one is our future, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Yes.
Oh, yeah, really interesting. The very good question from Dr. Jafaruddin. Yeah, I agree with Professor Kori Yoshida. We may develop different kind of robots. So we prefer to support human than make them like in disparate. Thank you so much, Professor, for the explanation.
Thank you.
Okay. Any question from audience or participants? Okay, maybe there is no more. Maybe enough. Okay, thank you so much for your presentation, Professor Koryashida. Thank you so much. I really enjoying to hearing your presentation, and also I take so much notes again. It reminds me our one-on-one meeting in my master degree, and I really want to join your laboratory again in future. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mentioned it's ongoing project. Okay.
Yeah, this is it. I continue to write it. Thank you so much. Okay, and enjoying the rest of the conference. Thank you. Okay, so let's move to our second keynote speaker today. Please
About
welcome.
token, how are you me? Token,
Say?
token appreciation.
Oh, token appreciation. You mean the certificate?
Okay, thank you for
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
moderator and also our distinguished speakers. That was a very insightful session. So let me invite the head of mathematics department to give the token of appreciation to our distinguished speakers. For Mr. Jafarudin PhD, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mutia, and thank you, Hawarizmi. Professor Kauri, thank you very much for your very excellent presentation, and we get a benefit from your presentation. This is, I think, a viral topic about the artificial intelligence, and also new. This is new for me from you about the artificial feeling. So I hope that in the future, I think we can. I hope that in the future we have a collaboration through from Hawarizmi. For your information, Professor Kauri, in this year we have proposed a new study program. It's called computer science. So why we accept Hawarizmi and his friends, because we want to have a computer science. And I think the one core of our computer science is artificial intelligence. So we hope that the collaboration with you and your university maybe will guide us to become a good study program, especially for the artificial intelligence. And we hope also, we do hope that we have another students maybe follow the Hawarizmi step to continue the study in Japan, special in your university, maybe under your supervisor, maybe. We in our university, we have international class program. We call it international class program. And one of them is the MC, Mutia Ulia, is one of the students, excellent student in our class program, international class program. So we hope that in the future, maybe you can accept one or maybe less, more than one student from Indonesia, especially from Universitas Negeri Makassar, become your student. Okay, thank you very much. And okay, we waiting for the next collaboration. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
very, very happy to me as well. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the token of appreciation from Dr. Jafarudin, Head of Mathematics at University Negeri Makassar. And I'm so sorry. I will let's welcome our next speaker from Universitas Negeri Makassar, Indonesia, Dr. Fajar. Can you hear me?
Are you hearing my voice?
Yes, yes, I
Okay.
clearly hear you. Okay,
Yeah.
if you're ready, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. So it is time to present. How is it? Directly?
Yes, Doctor. You can first you can show your slides.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Now the turn of mathematics education topic. Has it been displayed in your screen all?
Yes, that's perfect. You can start.
Okay. I'd
Okay.
like to present the description of online learning experience. Okay, it starts from background. Yeah, COVID-19. Yeah, remind you several years ago, it affects every single aspect of our life, and it still persists even after the pandemic subside. One of them is online learning. Even we can say online learning is now prominent than traditional learning. as you know, as students, you frequently experience your lecturers or your teachers move the schedule and it undertake the learning using Zoom. And I think it will go on in the future. And I like to show you a very short video. Yeah, it is the condition of online learning. Okay. Online learning presents without connection. Imagine you are a student taking an online lecture using Zoom or Google Meet. The cameras are off. Most of the students do not activate their videos, cameras, and microphone. The lecturer talks from screen for 90 minutes. So do you feel engaged? Do you feel like you are learning or just watching? And also, as the lecturers, teachers, do we feel comfortable asking or interacting with students with no response? Yeah, I think it is one problems in online learning. And as community, yeah, there is a definition. It is the cognitive or a sense of connections between learners in separate geographical settings. Yeah. Why social presence matters in online learning? Yeah, because it can reduce feelings of isolation. It avoids someone become lonely. It can build a sense of community. We can share ideas, give feedback, and work together to solve problems or to do project. And also improves communication. I think it is one of the demands in the 21st century. And improves understanding. Yeah, we can share our ideas. We can clarify our understanding with other students. Yeah, I think social presence in online learning matters. Now, role of the teachers. So in the development of the technology nowadays, you can may think that the role of the teachers is diminished. Just upload the materials and let students learn on their own. The answer is no. The role of teachers in the learning nowadays is very crucial. Teaching presence is the binding element in creating and sustaining a community of inquiry. Without the teaching presence, yeah, discussion becomes empty and unfocused. Students are confused about what they should do. Yeah, there is no clarity of purpose, expectations, and feedback. Yeah, we can avoid a misconception of the students if they learn something from the exploration in the internet, for example. And yeah, if you ever heard an idiom in football, a football without fans is nothing. In education, no teacher, no class. Now, do the students present cognitively? Yeah. We need to take into account this matter because teachers should assure that their students are not simply present in the virtual room, but also the students should understand the topics. Yeah. A need to evaluate the successful of online learning in the term of learning experience. So we need to use theoretical framework for the evaluation. And I'd like to introduce one of the theoretical frameworks. It can be an idea for your thesis, for example, for the students in mathematics education study program, namely community of inquiry, like theoretical framework TP-ACK, that is the amalgamation of cognitive, content, technology, and pedagogy. Community of inquiry consists of three main elements, namely social presence, cognitive presence, and teaching presence. The intersection between social presence and teaching presence results setting climate. Between cognitive presence and teaching presence, namely selecting content. Between social presence and cognitive presence is supporting discourse. And the intersection of the three elements results student experience. Okay, definitions of the constructs. Social presence, the situation in which students interact with others in a meaningful way. Cognitive presence, the evidence when students purposefully construct knowledge in a collaborative way. And teaching presence is the design, the facilitation, and the direction of cognitive and social processes for meaningful learning. Now we discuss specifically about the indicators. Cognitive presence consists of 4 categories, namely triggering event. Yeah, it is like a constructivism theory starting from problem, and we direct the students to build understanding of concept from the problems. Yeah, recognize problems, sense of puzzlement, exploration, divergence, information exchange, suggestions, brainstorming, intuitive leaps. Yeah, sometimes a student think a problem can be solved with a certain method, and we need to clarify that perhaps the method is not relevant. Yeah, it is like intuitive leaps. Integration, yeah, after we explore how to solve problem, we need to integrate, yeah, the indicators, convergence, synthesis, and solutions. After integration is resolution. Yeah, we apply, test, and defend. What about social presence? Yeah, there are 3 categories. Affective, expression of emotions. Yeah, as lecturer or teachers, we need to care to our students. We need to show positive emotions. Yeah, emotions in here not refers to angry to students, but show our care to them. Use of humor sometimes to make the situation enjoyable. Self-disclosure, yeah, it is one of the indicators of affective. Self-disclosure, for example, yeah, we talk about our experience when we are student. Yeah, I also found difficulty in understanding limit concept when I was a student, but when I think about a car slow down when it approaches a traffic light, I understand the limit of the concept of the limit. Yeah, it is an example of self-disclosure. We showed our experience, yeah, same like our students feel now. The next is open communication, continue a thread. Yeah, rather than we direct student, yeah, just read the book, yeah, just watch the video of solving problem, mathematics problem, for example. But we can develop the discussion. Yeah, we monitor, or we need to know what the students don't know or don't understand, and we give, for example, scaffolding. Yeah, it is a kind of continuing a thread, quote from others' messages. Yeah, based on the opinion or the argumentation from Mutia, for example. Yeah, it is like kind of appreciation or respect. Refer explicitly to others' messages, ask questions, compliment, express appreciation, express agreement. Cohesive, yeah, vocatives. Vocatives, for example, a call for others, yeah, such as hi friend, Yeah, hi sir. Yeah, it is a kind of vocatives. Address or refer to the group in using inclusive pronouns. Yeah, inclusive, the antonym of exclusive. Yeah, perhaps when you have done a problem or project, you work with your friends and you use word we, not I. Yeah, inclusive pronouns. Fatigues or salutations. Yeah, you call your friends with a name that your friends are glad to hear that name. Okay, the next dimension is teaching presence. Yeah, the categories are three: instructional design and organization, facilitating discourse, and direct instruction. Yeah, which consists of some indicators. Yeah, which can be used as the base for developing instrument. So there are several researches using community of inquiry. Yeah, we can measure the community of inquiry of students. We can measure the community of inquiry of lecturers or teachers. We can use quantitative research measuring the effect, and you can also develop or apply developmental research, creating learning packages by referring COI or community of inquiry. And actually, I ever undertake research in which I measure the COI or community of inquiry of several students using instrument Likert type scale. And some items of cognitive presence. Yeah, I can describe ways to test and apply the skills I learned in this course to my work and other activities. Yeah, learning activities help me make explanation or solutions to solve problems. I take advantage of various sources of information to explore more about the topic I'm studying, etc. Some items of social presence. Yeah, I feel comfortable communicating through online media. I can get to know other discussion participants clearly. I feel that my opinion is recognized by other discussion participants. I feel comfortable expressing my disagreement with other discussion participants. Online or web-based communication is an excellent medium for social interaction. I show respect and support for diverse viewpoints and contribute to creating a positive and inclusive learning environment. Yeah, teaching presents. The instructor provides feedback that helps me understand my strengths and weaknesses in understanding the topic. The instructor clearly conveys the learning objectives. The instructor provides clear instructions on how to participate in this learning activity. The instructor is very helpful in guiding students to understand the topic. The instructor encourages participants to explore new concepts in learning, and the instructor helps keep course participants engaged and participates in productive discussions. Yeah, the method survey in the type of Likert type scale, online distribution. There are 4 options for each item. Strongly agree with the score 4, agree, disagree, and strongly disagree. The respondents are students from several universities, namely Universitas Terbuka and Universitas Negeri Makassar, as many as 311 students. This method of sampling is voluntary. The means from the scores of every respondent on all items for each category are found. Yeah, respondent characteristics. There are 58 male sorry, the percentage is reversed. It should be 18.65, female 253, and the percentage is 81.35. The courses taken by the students, we categorize as science and technology, 7.2%, social and humanities, 28.48%, education, 44.94, because some of the respondents are from Universitas Negeri Makassar, so the course in the topic of education are many. Research method, as many as 12.34%, and others is 6.9%. Okay, the categories of online learning experience level, we can categorize as very low if the average between 1 up to 1.5, low if the average is between 1.51 up to 2.5, high category if the average is 2.51 up to 3.5, and very high category if the average is between 3.51 up to 4. Findings, in the cognitive presence, the triggering event category, most of the students are in high category, as well as in the exploration, integration, and resolution. Only, for example, in the integration category, simply 1.61% of the students which are in low category. In the social presence, it shows relative same. The majority of the students are in high category for effective, open communication, and cohesive categories. And it is also in the teaching presence, the majority of the students are in high category. And the low category is very less. I don't know if the respondents feel the instrument correctly or truly. And the conclusion about the findings, the students or the learners perceive positively towards of all the constructs of COI, cognitive, social, and teaching. I realized that the research has some limitations. Some of them, the research didn't apply inferential statistics for generalization, because we simply do quantitative descriptively. And the issues of validity and reliability, we don't know whether the students feel the questionnaire truly, and also we didn't measure the reliability. Okay, thank you for the occasion. I give the moderator.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Dr. Fajar. So now we entering the 10 minutes QA session. Please, for the participant who has question, raise your hand or put it into the comment section or chat. Do anyone have a question? Okay, Professor Claudia Suda, please go ahead.
Thank you for the talk, and it's interesting. So I have one question. So you focused on the both side, teacher and the students, about the social presence, I think,
Yeah,
if I will not miss something.
yeah, of course, but actually COI refers to the student, but it doesn't close possibility
Mhm.
if we also make research about the teachers. Yeah, I just mentioned in my presentation that we can undertake developmental research or design research for
Mhm.
teachers, how the teacher design learning
Ah.
to take into account of the social presence. Yeah, perhaps the teachers design assessment
Mhm.
to also monitor or make the social presence of the student as aspect of evaluation or assessment. Yeah, one of them is that the teacher also can make contract to the students or do some best practices. For example, in the Zoom, as we are in this virtual room, we make some groups of students. We create problems and set some breakout rooms for the groups to enter in that breakout room so they can discuss about the problems in their own group or breakout room. Yeah, I think it is not only the student, but we can also make research about the teachers, how they
Yeah, it's a
design.
very interesting aspect for me because I also research about in some computer science in education as well. So many people focused on a student behavior. For student is boring, student is didn't give assignment, student didn't do something like that. But now it's aspect for the some teachers' social presence. This is really new for me. It's very interesting. So and then in the real world, it's our university is have some assessment for teachers as well from the student side. Kais also did. And like a kind of evaluate a course itself, not only for the teachers, for example, the materials and then some how to proceed or so. So I'm thinking so it should be include some social presence from the teacher side to students. It is really good aspect for me. Thank you for the talk.
Yeah, you're welcome, for Yoshida. Thank you also for your participation in our department, for being distinguished or invited speaker. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the question and maybe some comment from Professor Kori Yoshida. It's really interesting because both of the speakers work on the social preference. I mean, like interact with the user or participant or customer in this area. Maybe for education, the student is maybe we can put it into customer section. Maybe this is very interesting. And maybe one more question from a participant side.
Maybe
Do
I have
anyone
a
have?
question because Prof. Kori also joined with this discussion. And actually, I want to ask Prof. Kori about your experience about the online learning. I mean, for me, this is my experience. That some student maybe this is my experience when I was in Taiwan as a PhD student in Taiwan. And sometimes the students in Taiwan, they just join to the online course. And after that, they just turn off the camera and go to sleep. Yeah, this is just not just for the student, the Taiwanese, but also some of Indonesian students that they studied in the also in my university in Taiwan. So maybe for me, Indonesia, sometimes I push my students to open the camera, so to focus on the camera. But some lecturer, some professor from in Taiwan told me that this is up to the students. This is free to them to open or close the camera. This is a private part of a private thing that they're right to do it. So what do you think about this? This is what your maybe tips or a suggestion about this situation? It's okay if we push the student to open the camera or what? Yeah. Actually, I asked Prof. Kauri for the experience in in Japan.
Okay, okay, so yeah, it's okay to sharing, but the Japanese students is also, it seems, prefer online meeting, I mean the online learning. Sometimes still student request a video on demand as well. I don't like it because the teacher side wanted to communicate with the students to know about what they want or what they understood or something. And then open the camera is, you're right, in Taiwan is also, I also experienced in up to the students to open the camera as well. In Japan as well, so most student is not turn on the camera. And of course, in the teacher side, it can request to, what you say, some open the camera. Some student excuse, sorry, my PC doesn't have include camera or so. Still now, still now.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, but now is the in undergraduate or high school kids is open the camera, is on camera, is not hesitate, I think. I think something happened during the pandemic. They really familiar with some non-movie, non-showing, not showing your face. But now is high school students going to the university. I expect they don't hesitate to turn on camera.
Okay. Yeah. So how about Dr. Fajar Alwan? Do you have comment about this? What do you think about this?
Yeah, because my concern is finish the meetings 14 or up to 16 meetings, and I frequently move the schedule because the hectic condition or my activities outside learning. So yeah, I do not pay attention to the COI. I think yeah, it is just for research, but I think in the future I can apply the indicators to my course design. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Prof. Kori, Bapak Dr. Fajar. Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for the comment and also the question from Dr. Jafaruddin. And maybe now there is no more question from the participants. Okay, maybe enough. So now we give the token of appreciation, maybe from Dr. Jafaruddin to hand to Dr. Fajar. Please take your time.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bapak Dr. Fajar Arwadi, for your very good, valuable material for this international conference. I think because Dr. Fajar, for the information, Prof. Kori, Dr. Fajar is head of our study program, mathematics education study program. So he's my friend. So I think for the research about this online learning, I think I just continue, and thank you very much for the as an invited speaker for this conference. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for both of the speaker, and also thank you so much for Dr. Jafaruddin to and offer the token of appreciation today. So thank you for presentation, Dr. Fajar. Thank you for your presentation, Professor Kauri Yoshida, and also participate in very good discussion today. I'm really excited to learn more about the topic that you mentioned before about the education also, and about today topic. I conclude that social presence or the user friendly system is really important, either in for AI or for can say engineering, and also in education learning. So our focus on how to make a human happy and not make them disparate or on their daily life. So let's improve human daily life with this technology and education. Thank you so much for today presentation, and please enjoy the rest of the um, conference. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for moderator and also our distinguished speakers. That was a very insightful session. Now, we would like to take a moment for a photo session. For all virtual attendants, please turn on your camera video as our committee will take the screenshot. Okay, we will take a picture with three image. In the count of 1, 2, 3, please take it. For the first photo, 1,
Screenshot, no?
2, 3. Next, 1, 2, 3. And the last, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now we'll the announcement of the best presenter. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a 10 minutes break to prepare for closing. Please stay in the room. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will present the announcement of the best presenter. Allow me to announce the names of our best presenter. Best presentation on behalf of Irfan Pratama Amrin from room A1. Next best presentation from B1 on behalf of Farnesia Putri. Next best presentation room C1 on behalf of Satrina. Next best presentation from D1 on behalf of Muhammad Zakir Asikin. Next best presentation from E1 on behalf of Aan Putra. Next best presentation from F1 on behalf of Wani Younger. Next best presentation from room G1 on behalf of Reski Fadila Amin. Next best presentation from room H1 on behalf of Asria. And next best presentation on behalf of Asyaika Maulida Putri Muhlis. Next best presentation from room A2 on behalf of Shafdi Maizora. Next presentation from B2 on behalf of Mushawir. Next presentation from C2 on behalf of Alia Arianti Halim. Best presentation from room D2 on behalf of Ahmad Al-Faruq. Best presentation from room E2 on behalf of Alia Ramadhani. Best presentation from F2 on behalf of Nabila Putri Amelia. And best presentation from G2 on behalf of Adinda Makfira Tiham. Congratulations to all of our best presenter for their excellent work and insightful presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are at the final session of our virtual conference today. We would like to invite Head of Mathematics Department to give a closing remarks. Please welcome Mr. Jafaruddin, PhD.
Okay, thank you very much, MC. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Honorable professors, lecturers, students, and participants. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As we bring the first international conference on computer science, actuarial science, mathematics, and mathematics education, ICCA-MM 2025 to a close. I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to all individuals and institutions that made this event a remarkable success. We were honored to host an esteemed lineup of keynote speakers. Professor Kaori Yoshida from Kyushu Institute of Technology, Japan. Thank you very much, Professor. Dr. Jacinta Joni, Institut Pendidikan Guru Kampus Temanggung Ibrahim, Malaysia. Associate Professor Gultuk Karadeniz, Technical University, Turkey. Associate Professor Dr. Nazife Erkushum Özkan from HCTP University, Turkey. Dr. Fajar Arwadi, Universitas Negeri Makassar, Indonesia. Despite significant time zone difference, particularly for our college from Turkey, we are sincerely grateful for their presence and meaningful contribution. These 2 days, ICC-AMM 2025 has fostered insightful dialogue, inspired new thinking, and encouraged interdisciplinary collaboration. Inshallah, with continued commitment, we look forward to hosting this conference annually, especially inshallah in the next year, 2026. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Universitas Negeri Makassar and the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences for their unwavering support. Special thanks also go to the Indonesian Mathematical Society, INDO-MS, for its infallible partnership. We are also deeply thankful for all participants and presenters from various universities across Indonesia and abroad. Your engagement has enriched this academic gathering. My heartfelt appreciation goes to the organizing committee for their outstanding dedication and professionalism in planning and executing this event. As we conclude, I extend my warmth congratulations to all researchers, educators, students, and attendees. May the idea and connection from here lead to impactful research, innovative educational practices, and enduring collaborations. So let us officially close the first ICC AMM 2025 by reciting Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thank you very much again. Wabillahi taufiq hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank all participants, speakers, and organizers for making the International Conference on Computer Science, Actuarial Science, Mathematics, and Mathematics Education, ICC-AMM 2025 a success. We hope you have enjoyed the session and found them valuable. We look forward to see you again in our future today. Thank you and have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you very much.